all you guys, this is the one and only Heavy Metal 95 here. Welcome to a brand new video, and this is another rock song history video that I haven't done in a while. So last time we already took a look back on where we talked about AC/DC's first single, Can I Sit Next to You Girl? We got another Kiss song to cover in this history. And this time we're going to be talking about the song Dark Light. The song which is right off of Kiss's 1981 album, Music from the Elder. Yep, that's right, because the only Kiss song that Ace Frehley did vocals on that one, because just considering that this was written, however, this song was originally known in the title and the demo work as Don't Run, which is the demo version of the song Dark Light. Considering that this song appeared as the B-side to Kiss's song A World Without Heroes from their album Music from the Elder, because I just wanted to come by. However, this is a typical progressive rock with some hard rock blended in with the song, like how this happened. Considering the fact that Music from the Elder was basically a concept album. However, the song World Without Heroes is the B-side to the A-side to the song Dark Light, when it was released as a hit single. Now that you think for this as well. However, this song is the whole thing of how, which is really quite literal as well, just considering that this song was under the working title as Don't Run, which is the demo song title for Dark Light. Which is basically one of those like demo recordings, because I'm not sure if Ace did guitar, bass, and on the song Dark Light during the recording of the song. Don't Run, which is during the sessions as well. I mean, think about it. And that's how I wanted to come by. However, this song was originally written with Anton Fig, who did drums on both Kiss albums such as Unmasked and the most recent Kiss album they did back in 1979, which was the downfall of Kiss, which was Dynasty, which is the disco record that a lot of Kiss fans called it. But for the song Don't Run, the demo title, working title for the song Dark Light, it was one of Ace Frehley's demos, which they were recorded. And not only that, this has explained for this as well. To the broader points, because some of them had different lyrics in the Ace Frehley's demo of the song Don't Run, which is the demo version of Dark Light. And this is all could have been a greatest song, in my opinion, from Kiss, as how this all has come by for this. Because this is However, some of the lyrics were changed to Dark Light, now that you think of it as well. Because, however, when... This was the interesting thing what Ace Frehley did with how it was written with Anton Fig. It was later co-opted by Gene Simmons and Lou Reed. For those who do not know, Lou Reed was the vocalist of this rock group called back in the 60s called the Velvet Underground, when he did really great with his albums like Transformer and Rock and Roll Animal and Growing Up in Public. However, he did great on these albums. However, he did collaborated poorly with Metallica on that horrible Lulu album in 2011. But Lou Reed did great on the songs like Triumph and My Name is Mock for the soundtrack in the movie Rock and Rule, which is one of the greatest movies in my opinion. But for the song, however, the song Dark Light, when it was written by Ace Frehley, Anton Fig, Lou Reed, and Gene Simmons, it had to be how it represents of how the fear being caused by the powers of chaos and destruction, of how it revels in a disorder, contrary in a belief. Anton Fig never drummed on the studio track in place of Eric Carr. If this could have been happened on the demo. And that's the real question of how, just considering that I wanted to come by on the song Dark Light as well. And I just wanted to say, considering Ace Frehley played vocals on Dark Light, which is when it was recorded for music from The Elder, and that's how you wanted to come by. And this is the real thing for how this is quite literal for the way, just considering when Ace Frehley had to do those amazing guitar solo in the song Dark Light. Yeah, he did play bass guitar on Dark Light and backing vocals, which I didn't know. So basically, there is quite interesting fact considering how, yeah, this is your typical Kiss song that Ace Frehley did guitar and the bass guitar parts in the song Dark Light, which I didn't know he did it. And, sorry, that's my towel. Anyways, because I'll just say is this. It's like, how did Ace Frehley did the backing vocals and the bass guitar and the guitar parts on the song Dark Light? Well, that's a real good question as well. Yeah. Which I didn't even know he did the bass guitar parts on Dark Light, which, well, for the whole thing of this as well, even though this was ended up on the album as well, for this, because I don't think the song Dark Light has never played live on Kiss's Elder tours, because, which I didn't know, Oh, if they ever did, back in the 80s, they never did. So, record companies weren't shocked as well. So they have pretty much of how this has been going on. Consider that Ace Frehley was absent from the Studio 54 appearance when Kiss were lip syncing to the performance of the song "I." No wonder why a lot of music critics considered Music from the Elder by Kiss as one of the worst albums ever made, according to the critics. However, this all have wanted to come across on how you want to say for that as well. And in the end, the song Dark Light has revealed to the public on Kiss's album Music from the Elder, released on November 10th, 1981. Needless to say, when Ace Frehley regretted recording the album because, especially when he worked with the band Kiss, because he hated that album, because he was the real reasons why he left the band Kiss, because it was like the icing on the cake whenever Ace Frehley stated it out, saying that was like the icing on the cake when I first left the band as well, because I took the record, the album I got, I listened to it, put it on, because I took the CD and smashed it against the wall. He is basically the real main reason Ace Frehley has left the band Kiss, due to creative differences as well. I'm not sure if he ever has. Well, we can only assume assured of how consider that this album was basically produced by Bob Ezrin. Into the way, no wonder why the song Dark Light has never performed live as well, because they have never did, apparently. So, yeah. So, this has the real thing for this as well, because that's how you wanted to come by on how I wanted to talk about the songs like Dark Light by Kiss as well. The song which is right off of Kiss's album, Music from the Elder. I'd have to say, because that is the real reason that Ace Frehley did bass guitar and the guitar on the song Dark Light, which I didn't know about this until now. And that's besides the point. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you like about the song Dark Light, just let me know. So that's going to be it for this video for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to the channel. Be sure to check out my previous video I did on the first debut single from AC/DC on my previous rock song history. Feel free to check it out if you missed it. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified also as well for more surprises if you miss anything. And that's all I have that I got for today. So this is Heavy Metal 95 signing off, and thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy. Hope you all have a great day. Take care. Goodbye for now. Stay tuned for more videos.